Kat and Dushan.
Here they go again.
My.
You just can't look away.
Filmmakers, welcome to another week's video. So, as you can see, Kat and me now have a theme song, which is in no way inspired by a song from one of the best
and brightest
music bands in music history. So, talking about the brightest band in music history, Kat and me are going to talk to you today about lighting. So, when you're making a film, you have to take into consideration that lighting is definitely one of the most important aspects of making a film beautiful. So, the most common technique with lighting that's used is three-point lighting. Obviously, that's not the case in every single scenario, in every single film, but it's a good place to start at. You don't have to have too many lights or extremely expensive lights, but if you can, try and get maybe like a 300 or a 650 light, and just try and make a scene look beautiful from different points.
Yeah, and like Dushan said, it's not the case for every single film, but it's definitely a good place to start to make your film look more cinematic. So the 3 points would be the key light, which is your main source of lighting for your scene, your fill light, which fills in any of the shadows that you get, and the backlight, which will help you stand out, your actors to stand out from the background and to make it look more three-dimensional.
As Kat said, if that's the style of look for your film you're going for, that's great, because as we know, there's many different genres of films, and you just have to decide whether it's a comedy, or it's a horror, or it's an art film, and you actually want to experiment with lights. Great, do that.
Yeah, and as you said, definitely different styles create different moods and different atmospheres. So just have a read through your script and try and visualize how lighting would work and get the mood across for you.
A good director of photography will always advise you that if you're shooting outside, or even if you're shooting inside and want the light to come in naturally, it's better to shoot on a cloudy day rather than on a sunny day, because the weather's more constant.
Yeah, and a great trick that I learned this weekend, we were shooting our film inside and we wanted to create our own lighting atmosphere that was going to be constant throughout the day. And before I knew it, there was foil on the windows. So if you just put some water and stick on aluminium foil, it blocks out all of the light that's coming in. So we had a great atmosphere all day, even though the neighbors may have wondered why.
Another point that we have to cover when we're talking about lighting is that it's very important to handle lights with care. So if you're shooting in a room, make sure that your first assistant director checks out all the power sockets, that there's enough electricity to hold all of your lights. And if you're shooting outside, make sure that you have a power generator, because, a lot of things can go wrong and you might not be able to finish your film. We've had a couple of, say complaints, but a couple of comments that sometimes our lighting is not on point in our videos, and that's what usually happens when Harvey's not here to do it. So this time Harvey was here to do it, and it looks amazing. So our book of the week is Visual Storytelling by Morgan Sandler. How to speak to your audience without saying a word.
So I actually did a review of this book. It's on our blog, and it's a great book to tell you not just about lighting, but also about cinematography, so framing, different camera lenses. And this book isn't actually out until September, so this is a sneak preview, but definitely worth the read once it comes out.
Sure, absolutely. So we hope that this little video just kind of reminds you of some of the very important things that you should think about when you're making your film and when you're handling lighting.
And if you want to hear any more of our thoughts about lighting, you can have a read of the article. And we've also got a class coming up called Basic Cinematography, one of the popular ones, soon. So check out the website for that.
Do it now.
Do it.
Check it out. It's really helpful. Do it. Come on, press that button. Are they pressing the button?
Pressure.
Press the button.
Remember to use gloves and to wait for them to calm down.
Calm down,
guys. Calm down. Jesus, these two.
Jesus.